Hello everyone, Rituro here, and this is my life in Silver League. My opponent today on King Sejong Station, a level 39 Silver Leaguer named Thingol, representing clan PPPCN. He will be playing Protoss, I will be playing Terran, as is pretty standard for me these days. I haven't played a lot of random recently. I should do that. On King Sejong Station, the very long map with the collapsible side rocks, or not collapsible, destroyable rocks in the side of the natural expansion. I have had fun using those in the past. Can't remember if I managed to use them in this match or not. What I do remember from this match, though, is, wrong one. There we go. What I do remember from this match is that I managed to once again make a good read and thankfully pulled out the win. But let's not give away too much here. Let's skip ahead to the good stuff. Pretty standard opening for me here. There's the supply depot, there's the opening pylon, and what do we have for Thingol here? Oh, but it's a forge. He's going for the cannon rush and leaving a probe idle here and immediately dropping down the gateway. So going for the early cannon rush is Thingol, and he's got the probe on the way to try and make this happen. Now the question is, do I see this in time? Oh, sure enough, there's my scout. My scout has indeed seen this, so I know there's a cannon rush coming. I know there's a gateway on the way. Thankfully. Unfortunately, I did not remember to throw down my anti-cannon rush defenses there, which means the probe will get into the middle of my base. But however, I've seen the probe, and you have to know I know what's about to happen here. And so begins Ring Around the Probe. Both two bases here, Ring Around the SCV and Ring Around the Probe, as everyone is pulled off the line to try and make the intercept, just missing there. Still here at the status of the probe, he has only has half his shield removed. The more important question is, he's trying to build the cannon, but no, he is cut down before he can build it. The SCVs have done their job and they go back to work as the orbital command finishes. Two SCVs will slowly work down that pylon. Looks like there's an idle SCV over there, and my scouting SCV has also met his unfortunate fate. However, a Marine is going out to scout and harass here, because why not? I know he's tried to cannon rush, only now the cybernetics core on the way, as well as the first zealot, and now finally working on gas. Realizing that his cannon rush has been destroyed, he has no gas, which is going to help me out big time, as now 3 SCVs poke away at that pylon. But now they are back to work making stuff and junk. There's the Vespine refinery. And that should be the end of that pylon. And indeed it is. The SCVs have done their job. Marine's showing up, taking all the credit, because why wouldn't he? He's a Marine. Oh no, did the SCV get credit for that? Yes, he did. The SCV got credit for it. Good job, SCV. Second barracks on the way for me, as well as refinery pylon on the way as well for Thingol. However, I am going to scout this very easily and harass the worker as well. Only the one zealot created for Thingol, no other production on the way. He is near supply. Or his supply cap, I should say. And the zealot does indeed run off. Meanwhile, looking out for more pylons is this Marine. He's not going to find much. Thingol has not done anything else. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. He does have his Nexus now with the second Vespine refinery on the way. Still only 10 probes here working it, because he is supply block, so he couldn't make any more probes. So now that he does have space, he still isn't making any, which is interesting. Meanwhile, this probe is not going to get very far at all. Quickly shot down. Does he see? He does indeed see the expansion is being built, so a crucial scout there for Thingol. He knows that the expansion is coming. More importantly, he knows that I have the potential to walk up the front door, so he is making his defenses, making those cannons finally come into play at his natural. There will be no harassment based on that defense, though I am still leery of a proxy being around here somewhere, so the Marines are doing their due diligence and scouting around, looking for anything that may be hidden. Command center is almost done. Extra supply depot almost done. Both Vespine geysers up, or refineries up and running. One full, only one worker on it, but that still should be enough to get the factory out. I imagine we'll be seeing that sooner than later. Third barracks, is on the way here. With Tech Lab on this second one, that means we are seeing Marauders come out to try and counter anything heavier, which is a good idea here, actually, considering that there are other heavy things, just cannons in the way. Only the 2 zealots and 2 cannons defending the natural, which finally is underway here for Thingol. Although a Stargate is now in the works, could we be seeing Oracle Rush, perhaps? Maybe some harassment to try and get back in the economic track here. Quick scout at the Watchtower reveals nothing. So I still have not seen any proxies, which is both good and bad, because either he's hidden it really well, or he has nothing, in which case I am pretty free to run ahead. Plenty of supply room, though, to start building more units, and sure enough, the reactor is on the way to begin pumping out Marines to try and take advantage of it. More Marauders on the way as well. Still no factory, though the engineering bay is done. Oh, there's the... Oh, it's going to be Void Rays coming out. He is lacking on the gas, but he has doubled up on his Vespene simulators now. He has the resources, and it's going to be a rush to Void Rays for Thingol. He couldn't get the Cannon Rush, so he's going with the Void Ray Rush instead. The Marines are going to be good for that, but not the Marauders. But it turns out that the reactor is a good idea to get those Marines pumped out as fast as possible. Missile turret going down, now that is going to end up being fortuitous. If there is indeed a rush. The question is, do I know... No, I still don't even know there's a Stargate. I have not yet scouted. Second Stargate on the way as well. The first Void Ray is done. Second Stargate there's the big scan. I know there's a Void Ray. I know there are 2 Stargates. What a clutch scan there. So I now not only have denied the Cannon Rush, I now know there are Void Rays. Meanwhile, the army is moving out here. Now, I didn't see what was building here, other than I know it's a pylon. So it'll be interesting to see what I do with this. I think this is just mainly a scouting expedition to see if there's a third base that I can take down. But seeing nothing, it looks like the army will mob up and realize, oh dear, there are cannons. Not going to end well for the army there. That they do take down one Zealot, maybe? No, the Zealot escapes with 22 hit points. And the army will back up and decide to get the heck out of there. You know, the probes are transferring down to the natural. So Thingol picking up his income here. 2 Void Rays on the way at a time here. 1 already done. This will bring the Void Ray count up to 3 as the temporal shift... Sorry, the Chrono Boost. Temporal Shift, what the heck is that? The Chrono Boost pumping out more Void Rays. Level 1 weapons on the way, as well as Stim and Marines. So the read has been good. I know that there are Void Rays on the way. More Marines. And now, finally, the factory's on the way to try and, I'm guessing, get up the tech tree, get up to Starport, and get some Vikings in the field. A 5th barracks is done now. More reactors as well. Oh, I know what the counter to Void Rays is. Mass Marine and missile turrets also on the way here. So these Void Rays are going to be in for a bit of a rude surprise, because while I have scouted and I know what's on the way, I don't believe Thingol has any clue. Level 1, or combat shields on the way here. 4 Marines to provide more beef, more defense against the Void Rays. 3 on the field, a 4th on the way. Level 1 air weapons also on the way here for Thingol as he goes for air toss. Pylon on the way as well to alleviate the supply block. Chrono boosting out that level 1 weapons, going for a tech advantage. Why not? No, hardly any. Actually, no one is working that assimilator there for Thingol. Thingol, buddy, you need to get that gas working. You want to pump out more Void Rays. 4 on the field, a 5th in production. However, 8 Marines at a time being pumped out. Back at home, so the preparations for Operation Anti-Void Ray are going quite well. Level 1 weapons on the way, as well as combat shields are almost done. Missile turrets completing here rapidly, trying to defend all sections of the base against potential incursion. Tough to know where it's going to come from because you have so many good angles on this map. You could take an approach over the gap. You could come in from the blind sides behind the rocks or blind side over the third base, assuming there is no expansion there, which there isn't. However, the army has returned home, meeting up with a ball of Marines. Here at the army supply tab here, it is 38 to 28 for me, although a worker advantage favoring Thingol, thanks to his Chrono Boost. And now the army is going to move out with reinforcements, perhaps try and intercept the Void Ray push. Well, that might not be the best play, because the Void Rays could simply move over and past. Oh, but it looks, are we going for a backdoor play here, perhaps? The army is moving out. Well, it looks like they've got a scout going on, and then they're scouting back here, and they're scouting over here. And, oh, it's a scout. It is a scouting move by the army here. And it's going to be interesting, because now here come the Void Rays, 6 of them, slowly moving across the map with 2 more in the wings. Starports, however, are on the way for me. 2 done, 3rd on the way. Tech Labs, or Tech Lab and Reactor coming up as well, so it looks like we'll be seeing a combination perhaps of Vikings and maybe Ravens look for Cloak, or Banshees for Cloak of their own. Siege Tank, however, on the way over at the factory, and this will be for the eventual ground counterattack. I would imagine the Void Rays are indeed hovering over the far 3rd, maybe call that 4th. They're going to run right into this missile turret, which they should be able to take out 6 on 1. The army is, generally speaking, out of position, though it is moving back if this is detected in time. And there's the missile turret. Out come the Void Rays, and that's the end of that missile turret. And the army quickly turns around. The Void Rays, so many targets to choose from. Where do they go? They go straight for the command center. Prismatic alignment. The command center will attempt to run for its life. And sure enough, they abandon and go for the missile turret. It's a bad decision, because here comes the army to whittle down the Void Rays. The SCVs pull line to repair. And there's the Stim to take down the Void Rays. That's a little bit of service to get into position, and down go the Void Rays. 2 more on the way now, but the army has handily taken down this Void Ray, attempted a surprise attack, and the command center is still alive. And unfortunately, down goes that one missile turret. Managed to get a Void Ray down to half health. The SCVs evacuate. In come the Marines to finish the job, and that is the end of the Void Ray experiment. Templars on the way now. Twilight Council on the way. Its high-tech auto-tracking is done. Almost done. Almost done. There it is. Now extra range on the missile turrets. Good for fans of missile turrets out there, and goodness knows there are plenty. SCV is getting back to work. SCV is getting back to work. The Army morale is pushing out. It is ready to go. Ready to rumble. Looks like they're going to go after the 2-cannon wall here at the natural. The SCV's back to work. There they go. SCV's back to work, rebuilding the missile turrets. Now 4 of them on the way, not taking any chances if this is going to be an air play. I want to make sure we're well protected. Banshee cloaking is on the way, as well as Vikings at the starport. Resources a little bit low. At least I'm spending everything, though. Thingol's floating a whack ton, I believe is the official term of resources here. 5 gateways on the way, going, I would imagine, for Zealot Stalker to try and counter the ball of Marines. 5 gateways. Or it could be a play for more Twilight Council tech. Maybe we're going to see Archons, perhaps. Maybe just full-on Dark Templar with these trying out there. But off goes the Oracle to harass. The Oracle is not going to be in the right place at the right time. The Ball Army has moved up the main ramp. Down go the cannons. Down goes Void Ray 1, Void Ray 2. And suddenly it's all kind of pain coming up here for Thingol. His natural is under attack here. His Oracle is looking perhaps to do some economic damage, maybe some harassment. But the Oracle has picked the exact wrong time to abandon the base. Down go the probes. There will be no survivors from the expansion. And the Oracle runs right into a line of missile turrets. No, sir, that is the end of the line for you. Nothing in the production tab here for Thingol, as he is no doubt weighing his options here as the probes are attempting to GTFO. But they run right past the siege tank, who is not suffering that at all. The army splits, as it's going to be a mass Zealot warping. And sure enough, these Zealots are going to have a little bit of an awkward time here taking up against a siege tank. But the Ball of Army here, the Marines and the Marauders should have no problem taking care of that Zealot. And the one in close range is taken down as well, saving the life of that oh so lucky siege tank. Meanwhile, the Probes here have not tried to rebuild the next at all. Stalkers on the way now to try and get a little bit more superiority. Big warping of Zealots here as well. But it's not going to be enough. It's siege tank providing artillery support. Up the ramp comes the Bio Ball. No Templars, no Storms, nothing. The Viking here taking up some shots, picking up plenty of heat from the prismatically aligned Void Ray before it is taken down. The Marines now trying to get an angle on this Void Ray. They will just float by and take down the siege tank, although it has done its job. 2 more Vikings on the way now to try and help out with this siege here. And down go the pylons. His Stargates have been destroyed. It looks like Widowmines on the way as well now. Oh, 4 Zealots there. Not going to have much fun here. It looks like some of the arms actually picked up by the medevac. That's 4 Void Ray. It takes down a Viking for its trouble. That is the end of that. And now tons, and I mean tons of money in the bank. Suddenly Thingol realizes he needs some sort of massive heroic option here. Hasn't done anything with his evacuated probes. Although to be fair, some of the users still this medevac, half of them have been unloaded. I think I got them in the bag. There it is. There's the GG. Thingol opts not to try and rebuild. So once again, I think what we've shown off here is that getting that read, getting that solid take on what your opponent is doing is so crucial coming out with the victory. I knew that the cannon rush was coming because I scanned, or I walked in with my scout, I should say, saw that the forge was coming, and very quickly got rid of it. Took down the, although he did get a pylon up, the probe was defeated, then that was pretty easy to take care of that. And then the scan to reveal the Stargates, that told me Void Rays were on the way. In fact, I saw the first Void Ray, made the Ball of Marines, had the missile turrets, got the defenses up, and then countered and countered hard. So that is just another little slice of my life in Silver League. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to subscribe, like, please leave a comment on my YouTube channel, or send me a message on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Rituro. My name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.